Doggone it. I don't know what happened. Oh man. It froze on me. I apologize. Oh man. Dog it, dog it, dog it. I hope I can get y'all back in here. Dog it, dog it, dog it, dog it, dog it. Y'all come on back. Y'all come on back. Jump on back in the chat. Y'all jump on back in the chat. Please jump back in the chat. Please, 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 please jump in the chat. Oh, oh. Damn, man. My bad, my bad. Who is that? I dropped it. I don't know what happened. My thing froze, and then I couldn't get y'all back, man. I couldn't get y'all back for nothing. Doggone it. I had the chat jump. I was rolling. I had a tear coming out of my eye. Who was that? Who was that? Dang it, man. I'm mad. Where's my comments at? Y'all shoot me a comment. Let me know if my comments is working. Who was that in here? Doggone it, man. That makes me upset. I had a whole little. Dang it. Oh well, what can you do, right? Well, I'll title this part two, and then we'll see. Because I really wasn't done cooking. There was so much that needed to be discussed and understood, and so hopefully we'll be able to get some things going again. Where's the comments? I don't see the comments. Can somebody shoot me a comment? Shoot me a comment. Let me know the comments are working, please. Let's see. Um, these 1 minute content needs to create it short. Okay. Yeah, I think we're okay here. Okay, I think we're back. I think we're back. I think we're back. So one of the things, y'all, that I really want to say to keep y'all to make sure it's understood 100%. It's all about being a man. I know everybody's like, I'm saying we always coming back to that. Well, here's the thing: when you're a man, things will tend to fall in place. You being upset with people for being who they are is never a good look. I got two of y'all in here. Somebody shoot me a comment. Let me know if my comments are working. My apologies. It 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 didn't go off. It went off. It I lost my it just froze and then I couldn't get it back. So I apologize for that, everyone. Hopefully, I can be able to get some people in the chat again, so I can know if the comment section is working. I want to make sure the comment section is working, and I appreciate y'all for being back. Thank y'all for coming back in here. I do apologize for that. I don't know why the screen froze at the wrong time. I was rolling, so we was having a good time. It's okay. We kick this thing back up, but somebody let me know if the comments are working, and then how do I? Well, I don't even know how to ask anybody if how to fix the comments if they're not working. But anyway, I'm just gonna kick it with y'all though. So one of the things that I really, what I really noticed is that, and people will say, well, people on Kendra G, they came for you and this, that, and the third. People should come for me. When you put yourself out there, people are going to have opinions, right? And they're entitled to their opinions. When you become a public figure, right? And I'm obviously, not huge, but I am on, clearly, but I am on YouTube, right? So people have a right to judge my life and to make the arguments, claims, assertions that they wish, right? And me as a man, I have to take that, right? What I cannot do is be upset at the world because someone does not agree with me, or someone does not like me, or someone does not approve of me, or someone does not appreciate, my message. Yeah, that's life. Like, you're never going to. There's something that I believe is truly the one of the things that I learned, y'all, while I was in prison is this quote from Machiavelli. And I used to read a lot of The Prince, and I still have the book. And he said, I'm gonna quote this for y'all. One can generally say this about men: they are ungrateful, fickle, simulators, and deceivers, greedy for gain, and avoiders of danger. Men are less hesitant about harming one who makes himself loved than one who makes himself feared, because love is held together by a chain of obligation. And since men are a sorry lot, it's broken on every occasion, and in which their own self-interest is concerned. However, fear is held together by dread of punishment, which shall never abandon you. I learned that when I was about 20 years old. Here I am, 20, a quarter of a century later, I still remember it. That among other things, and it served me well. One of the things that I really understood, what I really had to understand is, once again, the public is ungrateful and unstable, right? So the people that praise me today will curse me tomorrow. What I have to do is, and I think what a lot of people do is they let the praise, they let the praise elevate them, and they let the criticism lower them, right? However, your what you should be built on should be more than other people's what other people's opinions. If you believe that you're standing on and you're and you're rooted in facts, and I don't believe in that your truth, my truth, subjective bullshit. I hate that shit. I'm telling my truth. No, no, no. It's only one truth. Like all that my truth, your truth, subjective bullshit. I don't play them fast and loose, stupid word games over here. Right? Y'all can take that someplace else. If you're telling the truth and you're being honest, then you can live with whatever comes because it came from a place of it came from a place of of sincerity, and then you can live with whatever comes with that. You know, so I don't. My comment section is messed up. Hey, Cuzzo, you just woke up, Cuz, huh? I know you. Why you got it? Why you just gotta assume you don't know something before I ask? Okay, well I'm saying you could look it up right quick. You see what I'm saying? See this family. Well, yeah, just try to tell me, cuz I don't know why the comment section, because I'd have got a comment by now, and the comments are not working. I don't know why my comment section is not working. The hell? How did I do that? Wait, I didn't mean to do that. Oh. Oh, I didn't know I could do that, y'all. I didn't know I could do that. Oh. Excuse me. No, cuz I just figured out that I could switch the picture. Oh, cuz. Look what I just did, cuz. Cuz I got your picture behind me. You and Blair Renee. I didn't know I could do this. Nobody told me this. Come here, look. Like you can see me. No, I'm not asking you. I know you look a mess. Nobody want to see your ass. I'm talking about I got your picture, cuz with Gizmo in the back. How did I do? Nobody told me I could do this. Why y'all didn't tell me I could do this? I need my comment section, cuz. This is crazy. This shit is crazy. Here's my number. Call Awesome maybe. See what I'm saying, cuz? How did I do that? Hey, cuz, shoot me a comment and see if you can shoot me a comment. Cuz it should be, cuz this is crazy. This shit is crazy. Here, awesome number. Cuz I'm glad that's a good picture of you. I really am, cuz that's crazy. Yo, my head in front of Gizmo. I said, I did. Huh? Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Look at her face. Little bald head ass. But hey, cuz, shoot me. Did you try to shoot me a comment? It still ain't come through. Yeah, something wrong. Nope, I don't see no comment. Look at that. Oh, daddy's pumpkin and him Gizmo. Nobody told me I could do that. Oh, y'all should have told me that. They should have never let a nigga see that. I know how to do it now. I wish my comment section was working. This is crazy. This is crazy. Here, awesome number. Y'all look at that profile. Now listen, Idris Elba or awesome. Pick one. Pick one. Loretta, you better be in it. You better be in the comments. Idris or awesome. I or A. That's the Gizmo. That's her daddy. But look at that profile. Look at that profile, y'all. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that beard. That's, you know what I'm saying. Look at that. Look at that gray. But you know what I'm saying. It just, you know what I mean. Look at that. I could have modeled for Calvin Klein, for real. Cause I could have modeled. You a hater. You a hater. So I like this. Y'all should never told me I could do this. Cause why I didn't know this? Let me see what else pictures. I gotta be careful what pictures I put up there. Hey y'all, now that's when I was hustling. Y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I was getting so much money back then. Let me tell y'all something. Ooh wee. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Them was $5,000 buffs. Listen, listen. That chain was solid gold. Listen, listen. I was telling Red, listen, that chain, 10, you know what I'm saying? That chain was 250 grams. You know, I had two of them. I used to wear two like I was Mr. T. You understand me? Mr. A. I was, y'all remember? Shout out to Rocky. That was a Clubber Lang. But yeah, this is what I really want to talk about. Kendra, I wish I had it. I couldn't. I can't. Y'all should never let me see I could do this. I don't know why they let me see I could do this. Lord have mercy. I got to be careful what I put up there now. I can't stand that I can't get this. Cause I'm put you and Gizmo back up there. That's my cousin. This ain't about her though. That's a good picture of you though, cuz. But yeah, you don't look ratchet like you usually do. Especially when you wake up. Why is my comment section not working? I'm mad that I'm man. Huh? Why my comment section not working, cuz? My comments is jumping right now. See, Loretta, no. Somebody fancy could tell me. But I don't know how to get the comments working, y'all. I don't know what to do. So I don't know what to. It's a chat filter. Let me. All messages. Oh, there they go. There they go. I figured it out, cuz. I figured, yeah, you ain't help me. Ain't nobody help me do nothing. I'm awesome. Let me see. Does not anything first time we meet up. David, what's up, baby? Let me see. I don't roll. Oh God, what's going on? Bring out a okay. Justin, you still beefing in the comments? Now listen, you got to get it going back with Sugar Bum. I ain't about to be with you no man. We ain't doing all that over here. This ain't that. You need Sugar Bum back. All that Sugar Bum was in the comments earlier, cuz Sugar Bum was in the comments earlier. Her and Justin had Smizzo. Smizzo. Shout out to Miss Jenny Mocha. Mocha. I like that name, Mocha. Listen, let me tell you something. One of my favorite things is that Mocha. I love coffee, but I like that Mocha. You know, I like that. French vanilla Mocha. Your daughter's pretty and healthy. God bless you. Thank you, Justin. Yes, indeed. That daddy's pumpkin. That look at that face. She look. You see that? She look like her daddy. She on. You know, y'all should never let me know I could do this. Y'all should never let me know that I. Why is my hand like that? Cuz look at this. You are the. Y'all remember Last Dragon? You possess the. If you black, you know what I'm talking about. The Last Dragon when he had that glow. Yeah. Let me see. Monica. Huh? Monica Rowe. Shout out Monica Rowe. Don't. Shonica Rowe. Hi, King. LOL. Don't call Princess Ball. Okay, Monica. She got hair now, though. I call her. Let's see. My oldest daughter was bald head, baby too, and now she got so much dang hair that overwhelms me. Everything your princess is doing. Thank you, Monica. Yeah, Monica, that's an old picture of my cousin and her. That was several months ago. She got hair now. Yeah, that's Cuzzo. That's Cuzzo. Anybody who Cuzzo need a man once again. So anybody want to reach out to my cousin because she needs somebody. She is thirsty. She just try not to act like she is, but she thirsty. She know I'm not. She know. Shout out to Monica. You are doing an amazing job as well, King. I appreciate it. Thank you, Monica Raw. Appreciate the support of black women. Means a lot to me, and the upliftment. And y'all saying kind words to me means a lot. I want y'all to know that I don't ever take that for granted, and I thank you so much, and I appreciate you more than you know. Monica, I was kicking it about. I don't know if you probably knew Monica right now, but I was kicking about people saying is Kendra G biased, and that's my thing. Like when people start trying to say is Kendra G biased, of course she is. She's supposed to have an audience that she caters toward. Duh. How can you be mad at her for catering towards her audience? You know what I'm saying? Like Kendra G's butter, bread and butter, is the support of black women. If you take black women, if you take it, just X that out, 100%, where would she be? So of course, her content and her comments, she has to be, and Kendra has tried to give advice. I've seen Kendra try to give advice to certain women. Women don't want to hear what Kendra got to say. So Kendra said, you know what? Why am I continuing to give advice when they don't particularly care anyway? They want what they want. Why am I going to uh, hurt my head or be upset or try to tell her something? You know what I mean? When you know what I mean? When she's not gonna listen anyway. So she keeps going. Shout out to Cuz Monica Rose. She need glasses, cause she can't see. She said your cousin is beautiful as well. God bless her too. She'll have a strong king one day sooner. I don't know, Monica. She might have one, but she's not gonna be able to keep him though, unless her big cousin help her. Then she might have a shot. Shout out to Justin. They say and they gave Kevin Samuels hell for this. Same thing. Well, you have to understand, Justin. He's a black. You have to understand, and I'm not saying you're wrong. What I'm saying is, I'm agreeing with you. What I'm saying is, I want you to take that next step and understand that, yes, but that's the way it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be harder for a man. It's supposed to, they're going to, because first of all, white supremacy has put black men we are the only race of men that are told to be under our women, right? So when black men start to assert themselves, it's going to look like this. They're going to give him hell. But however, last time his chats used to be jumping. He had 7,000-8,000 in chat. I'm sure y'all probably remember those days, right? I know I was just getting out of prison, but I remember those days. And so yes, it's going to be that. It's going to be that. But Justin, I don't want you to take it personally. I want you to internalize the lesson, understanding that yes, that may be the case. However, it's my job as a man to boss up and create my own lane, and then therefore I don't have to worry about I can put myself in the realm where I'm untouchable, right? Where I'm untouchable and I've created my own reality, right? And then I can be bothered with the women that do want me. Men being upset that women don't want them and they want that other guy, the other guy who was in jail, or they want a man with edge. That's what they want. You shaming them for what they want is never going to come off as a masculine trait. That's what I'm saying, Justin. Shout out to Monica Rowe. You are correct in regard to Kendra G. She caters to her audience. I love Kendra G and her platform. I'm glad you were on and ahead like your perspective as a strong black man. Thank you. Oh yeah, Monica, let me tell you something. First of all, I appreciate that. And that's why, because see, here's the thing, and I've always said this. My confidence is rooted in something that is unshakable. You know what I mean? I don't get, the whole world can turn against me today, and guess what? It wouldn't make, because I've been through the storm and I've seen so much. So therefore, it doesn't affect me the way it may affect another man. I'm built off something that is substantial. And so therefore you can't move me. You can't tell me anything about being a man because I've been one for so long. And so that's where my confidence comes from. It isn't rooted in money. It isn't rooted in me trying to hide behind something superficial. And that's where I wish the other black men get to, and then you'll find different outcomes. Shout out to Justin. Oh, I don't get mad. I'm just conversing. I'm not really black. Just my dad has black in it. Man, Justin, listen, I keep telling your ass, you keep saying you're not black, but that's okay. Get your ass pulled over by the police, and I bet you find out exactly what color you is. You all, okay, I'm not black, I'm OJ. All right. Shout out to Tamil. Where's your child's mother? She's in West Virginia, Tamil. She's in West Virginia. Shout out to Tamil. She's new, or at least I hadn't. She's never asked me a question previously. Shout out to Tamil. Yeah, she's in. My child's mother's in West Virginia. I appreciate you not saying my baby mama. I hate that. I always hated that term. My daughter's mother is in West Virginia. We are in Atlanta. Shout out to Tamil. Justin. Tables are turning. Many men are leaving, and women are on internet asking why men don't approach them. It's everywhere. Men have caught on. Yeah, well, not protect. A lot of men are still hurt. Then a lot of men don't have the ability to travel like that, Justin. I don't think that you really think that. I think that listen. Let me tell you something, man. And I'm gonna tell you something, Justin. You need to understand this. A suck ass nigga gonna be a suck ass nigga. Don't matter where it go. Okay. Do y'all think that women in the other countries do not know a simp when they see one? You know what I mean? A lot of guys go out there, get with the woman because she's pretty or what the, but then again she got body in traffic and stuff like that. And you know, we hear about black men going over there finding their demise, right? So it's not a matter of I'm telling men to go or not go. That's your choice. What I'm saying is develop yourself as a man, and be able to discern, use good judgment, and then you know what I mean, you can find a better outcome and make sure it's built on something substantial, then you be straight. But all that old just trying to run, somebody gave some heart, shout out to you. All that trying to be all that thinking that, you know, that another race of women is going to treat you better than your own, and you think going over there is going to change your outlook on women. They more feminine and they more. Listen, man, if you a sucker, then you a sucker over here and you a sucker over there. Cuzzo, did I say something wrong? This fake ass mother. Talking about what did I say? Nothing. You ain't listening. You don't care. Shout out. But anybody, if the chat thinks I said anything wrong right there, let me know. Put a 1 in the chat if I didn't say anything wrong. 2 if I said something wrong. Tell me what. Shout out to Justin. No, I've gotten pulled over, but I subbed. I'll call you later though. I'll catch you there. Appreciate you, Justin. No, if you ain't got pulled over, Justin, what happened to you? They ain't kick your ass. They kicked mine. Shout out to Justin. Appreciate you for being here. Monica Rowe. Regardless of whatever your circumstances, it never determines who you are or who you are becoming. Your trials are to be overcame, which is what you're doing. Keep moving strongly, King. Great job. Shout out to Monica. And let me explain this because I want to take this a step or two further than Monica did. She made a great point. A man should go through hardship. He should get his nose bloodied. He should know what it's like to fall and be broken and lose. That is where the true success comes in. That's where the true win comes in. See, a lot of men think that they forget that part. They should go through trauma. They should have to overcome. Right? If I hadn't have gone through everything that I've been through, Monica, I could not take care of this daughter because I would be overwhelmed. I'd be overwhelmed by taking care of my daughter by myself all the time. I just figured out that I could put this picture up. Monica, I was trying to figure out how to turn the comments back on, and I figured this out. It's like, I never knew I could do this. You know what I'm saying? So here's the thing. I have such a joy because I know I've been through the storm. You know what I mean? I've really been through it. And so I can sit back and smile. And I can be grateful for every moment because I know for a fact that I've had so many darker days. So I'm grateful for them all. Shout out to you, Monica. Were you on Kendra G? Yeah, Lee. Lee, are you? Hey, Miss Lee. Is that Miss me, Lee, L-E? Yes, I was on. Did you look? I don't know if you saw it. Yeah, I had the most popular interviews that she's ever had. Well, recently, definitely this year. But probably ever. I don't know if there'll ever be another one that was quite like yours truly on there. So, but that is that. Yes, you can definitely look those up. If you look at the thumbnail, it doesn't show on the thumbnail. I believe it does. But once again, is Kendra G biased? And yes, Monica gets it, and most people understand that she should be biased. At least I do. I just want black men to not be upset. I want black men to stop getting out of this fair or unfair podcast cornball. Kendra G not fair. She don't hold men to this accountability. And bro, let me say this. I've said this previously, and I'm gonna say it again. Accountability is for men. Accountability is not for women. Let me say that again. Accountability is for men. It is not for women. Allow me to qualify. There's a such thing as being a man of your word. No one has ever said There's, are you a woman of your word? That's not a thing. Being a man of your word matters. Why is accountability not necessary for a woman? Because if she is beautiful and you can get along with her, she does not have to be accountable. Nobody's asking for her to be accountable. She doesn't have to be accountable. If she is, that's great. But what I'm saying is she can have a great life being a woman and she does not have to be accountable. Shout out to LA. She holds everyone accountable if you ask me. Okay, Lee, I think that I think that here's the thing. There's levels to it, right? I think she's done a better job in trying with women. I've said this. You know what I mean? But in the end, is she harder on men? Probably so. But so what? It doesn't really matter if she is or isn't. You a man anyway, so take it. That's my whole point, Lee. I'm not disputing whether or not she is or isn't, which I've already agreed she is. She's definitely going to be biased and curved, but she's a black woman in America, and she knows where her bread is buttered at. It's buttered. She needs the support of black women. Other than that, her platforms are null and void, right? So we get that. I just want people to understand that it's that for black men, they taking this stuff to heart, Lee. That's what I'm trying to, like, these cornball ass, lame ass podcasters are telling black men that that Kendra's biased, and you know what I'm saying, and she don't accountability, because this word accountability is all over the place. And that's what I'm trying to say. Accountability is not for women. A woman don't have to be accountable if she's beautiful and helpful. And you know what I'm saying? She's submissive. She don't have to be accountable. A man not going to say, hey, baby, you don't know how to take responsibility for yourself or for what you do. He's going to take her regardless. If he has the means to take care of this woman, baby, you ain't got to be accountable for shit. I'm going to take care of you. That's what I mean. A man cannot get by, especially a black man cannot get by not being accountable. You cannot, as a black man, survive if you don't become accountable. That's facts. Shout out to Monica. LOL, love you too, sister. And your cousin's vibe, she get on my goddamn nerves, Monica. I swear to God. Listen, she don't clean up around this motherfucker. She don't help me. She, you know what I'm saying? This is family though. She's my favorite uncle's daughter. And my uncle took me in when I was a kid. And it was through marriage. I was messed up. I was in the streets. I was a kid. He saw potential in me. I could fight. So he took me into his house. I was from Detroit. They came to pick me up from Fort Washington, Maryland. They came to pick me up. I'll never forget it. I was 15. I was on the run. I was in trouble. And my uncle taught me how to fight. My uncle taught me some very, very masculine principles that I live by to this day. And he is my favorite uncle by marriage. My daddy and his sister. My daddy is his sister. My father and her mother are brother and sister. So this ain't no fake cousin. This is, you know what I'm saying? This is real blood ties. And so, yes, you know what I'm saying? She means a lot to me in that regard because of what she did. She knows she plays on that. She uses because, you know what I'm saying, in that regard. She takes advantage of me. Right? But what can I do? Shout out to Monica. I love family first. God always. Yes. Family first. Listen, now I'll tell you something else. I can't stand a lot of my sisters. Listen, I'll tell you something, Monica. I'm not close with a lot of them. I don't give a damn if they like me. If I see them again, and I'm sure they probably don't think the same way about me. However, I do have an affection for her. You know what I mean? Because I know her father, and I really want to see my cousin married, and I want to see her in a loving relationship and covered by a man who she compliments, right? So that's and I'm gonna make it happen because I'm gonna end up finding her somebody. It's like I got my oldest daughter married, right? Because I think black marriage is beautiful. Now, black men being upset about this guy from jail coming on. It's one of the most. I saw her comments because I threw the comments, y'all, just to get a snapshot of what people are thinking. And so many black men, they'll give this Pookie a shot, but they won't give me a shot. She likes him. She doesn't like me. They want Pookies and Ray Ray. Then they want us to come in and take care of the babies. This and that. Listen, as I've told y'all previously in part one, women like, and women like a lot of women who mess with guys in jail. They know where he'll be at night, so you don't have to worry about him in that regard. B, you're probably safe from him because 9 times out of 10 he's not getting out no time soon. Not him specifically, but most guys are not getting out. So they have enough. There's an air of danger. Number 3. Number 4, you're enamored with him because he can speak, right? He can speak. He has the ability to speak. He can speak because he's learned certain things in prison, so he has game, he has swag, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Because that's all you have the opportunity to do is work on your con game, and you know what I'm saying? Been through all this, seen it, done it, lived it. Can't nobody tell me nothing. What y'all don't know is 70% of them guys are really fags, are really low-key involved in homosexual behavior. You know what I'm saying? And if you knew that, if you knew the type of lifestyle a lot of these guys live, you would be disgusted, right? This is why a lot of AIDS, you know what I mean, it was so prevalent in our community, because guys were going in, bringing that garbage out here, and then they going in there, you know what I'm saying, messing with they coming out here messing with our sisters. Let me tell y'all ways where y'all will know 100% if your man or some guy you're messing with is involved or has been involved. These are 3 telltale signs. Listen to Awesome, because I'm telling you. I don't give a fuck what nobody else tell you. I'm telling you. Number 1, if plug this back up. If he's always complaining about them. Whenever y'all go out, he's always, ooh, I hate these fags. God, I hate them. I wish they were never around me. If every time he's always being so extra, you're like, bro, why do you care so much about what somebody else do, my nigga? You should be worried about me. Why do you always? He's trying to project. He's trying to shift it. You know, he's trying to shift it. Number 2, if he's done any significant time, he got friends. Why don't your friends call you? You mean to tell me that you've been in jail? Nobody, put it like this. Most guys say you ain't done a bid till you done at least 5 years. You mean to tell me you did 5 years in prison and you don't got no friends? Nobody calls you. You don't stay in touch with nobody. Nobody reaches out to you. Why? Why don't any of your friends who you were so close with in prison, because being in prison a lot of times, y'all, is like being in the army. We come up with these guys. You see these guys. You build with these guys. You eat with these guys. You break bread. You gamble. You hustle. You fight. You survive. You mean to tell me that you had that type of relationships, but then when you reach out, nothing? Nobody reaches out to you? There's a reason why. The reason is because he got something he hide. Okay? He don't want you to know. He don't want you to know. He's trying to keep it in there. All right? So that's number 2. And number 3, what is number 3? I forgot. Number 3, because I spend so much time on certain points that I lose them. I'll come back to number 3. But those are a couple of things that you really, really, truly need to be aware of, and whether or not, you know what I'm saying, and paying attention into, and paying attention to whether or not, yeah. If you ask him straight up, he done did some time in jail, and you say, was you messing with any? Was you in there sleeping with any punks? If he gets offended, he was. Remember what I'm telling you. If he gets offended, he was. Because the first thing out of his mouth should be, and the only thing, oh, baby girl, that wasn't my thing. He should be able to take it and not internalize it. He shouldn't take it as an attack because it's a legitimate question. If he got a problem with that, he was. Shout out to cryptocurrency. Diddy will give you a shot. Diddy ain't gonna give me nothing, dog. I don't worship celebrities. I don't pedestalize people with money. Never have, dog. So no, Diddy won't give me nothing. You know what I'm saying? The Creator take care of me, and I get my blessings from the Creator and Him alone. I don't look to man to do anything for me, because man is fickle. Man will let me down. So no, Diddy can't do nothing for me. And so that's why I do a lot of this, y'all. That's why I do a lot of this, because what I want my people to understand, I want my people to get out of this mindset of right or wrong. Black men specifically, because you trying to make sense a lot of times with women, a lot of times you'll be spinning your wheels. I want men to become more logical and become more three-dimensional thinkers, and not and not and not be emotionally caught up in liking or disliking something. Take your emotion out. Stop being so emotional. Look at it for what it is. If y'all notice, y'all have never heard me get on here and trash my daughter's mother. Not once. And nor will you hear me. Nor will you. Because if I was to talk about her, what does that say about me? I could get on here and trash her, right? But what does that say about me? This is what people don't understand. You get on here, you trash her, but what are you saying about what are you saying about her? What you're saying about yourself in that regard? Listen, she wasn't all that when I laid down with her. And for whatever she is or isn't, she doesn't stop me from being a father. She doesn't, she has not tried to usurp my authority. She has not tried to drag me through the court system. She has not done anything to 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 hurt my relationship with my daughter. That's all you can ask for. Does she have some problems that she deal with? Yes. Do I wish her the best? Absolutely. Do I want her to get the help that she needs? More than anyone. However, what I cannot do is disrespect her and think that that something good is going to happen to me when she did not do anything besides not be the woman that I hoped that she would be toward our mother, toward our daughter. Not going to dog that woman. I'm not going to dog her under any circumstances. You know what I'm saying? She didn't do anything to deserve that. She didn't. So when a woman does not do that, like men who, because once again, I look at things objectively. I don't look at them for what I wish them to be. Black men, stop doing this. Stop being emotionally caught up in arguments. Stop it. You cannot convince people to do things if you don't want to do this. You cannot convince people to see things your way. Be a man, live on your own terms, let the chips fall. Shout out to Monica Rowe. No, you have not spoke poorly of your daughter's mother. Great job. God bless your daughter, mother as well. I hope she gets all the help she needs. May God allow her to become her best self. This is 100%, Monica. This is 100%. Thank you so much. We're all flawed, right? I have so Monica. People talk about flaws. Nobody got more flaws than me. Like Monica, like when Kendra asked for 3 flaws. What? Right? So who am I to sit here and try to dog a woman who gave me a child? She bore my child. Regardless of what, I put a seed in her and she brought it forth. If that's all she ever does, if she does absolutely nothing else, she did that. There you have it. Shout out to KFC Craig. KFC Craig. You like that chicken? McCoon turkey. Oh, this oh God. Bro, you should never show your kids on any socials with all these widows on the internet and AIs. Please don't share your kids online. Well, I'll tell you, you know what I'm saying? Here's the thing. I think that you have a point. I will tell you this. There are a lot of crazies, but let me tell you something, brother. There's nobody more crazy than me. And so my daughter don't have nothing to worry about. She's in great health and spirits, and I like to always tell my story. You may be new to my channel. However, I tell my story as a black man to let it be known that these things are being done. And I don't give out any specific locations or anything like that. And believe you me, man, don't nobody, people know who to mess with and who not to. I'll leave that at that. But I do appreciate your concern. Make sure you hit the like and comment, hit the like and subscribe, and you know what I'm saying. Make sure you stick around because ain't nobody realer than me on YouTube. I really truly believe that. I don't believe that y'all will ever come across somebody else who's going to be as transparent, you know what I'm saying, as I will, because once again, I'm built off something. I'm built from something that cannot be shaken, and when you built from something substantial, then you don't then the way life turns, the way it goes, or what people say, you're not moved or swayed by that. Shout out for the hearts. I appreciate. How do you do them hearts, y'all? How does I'm always interested in that. Say, bro, stay safe and aware. Ja, appreciate you, brother. Absolutely, will do. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you Mick. What do you got? Mick. What is that? Mick Coon Turkey, KFC crazy. You tripping, bro. Shout out to you, and I appreciate. You know what I'm saying? Definitely appreciate that. I'm on here, y'all, because I got tired of other people telling black men stories. I got tired of being seen as one of three things: some sort of an athlete, entertainer who was able to run, jump, dunk, get applause from white folk, and so that's how he get. Number two, some sort of an LGBTQ member, so or some sort of a weak-minded black man who's a sucker. You know what I mean? Or some sort of a gangster. And so these seems to be the positions that black men seem to be that America specifically are most comfortable putting black men in. These tends to be the positions that black men are most are you know what I mean, tend to be most, suited for. And I don't play them games. Shout out to Conscious Moron. I appreciate y'all. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to Conscious Moron. I appreciate you. Hey, Crazy, you looking for a woman? Let me tell you something. This is my cousin. I'm trying to get her a husband because she needs somebody. This is my cousin. Shout out to Cuzzo. And I'm trying to get her. So if anybody's interested in dating the Cuzzo, let me know. And I'll vet you and see if you qualify. And my cousin don't have any children. Right? She's 32. And she has a lot of feminine quality. She's very, very feminine. She can be a little mouthy at times, but just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But that's something that can easily be corrected. But Cuzzo is very, very good people, and she would do a black man. She would be a good woman for a black man. You think she too young? Conscious? How old are you, Conscious? I thought she was about I thought she was about my age. That ain't too young for you, brother. Shout out to the black man because she already know. I've told her. I said, listen, you for a black man, cuz I'm not even playing that game. I'm letting you know that right now. If you come, I'm not. You can do what you want to do. I'm just telling you what I will and won't accept. Oh no, that's young, Conscious. What you talking about? 47 and 30. That ain't. Oh, what you talking about? You tripping? So, and I've always said that, and I've always said, and here's the thing, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, depending on how you look at it, he said that a woman should be half your age plus 7. So that would, you know what I'm saying, or more. So that mean, cuz, you know what I'm saying? So that would make her, so that would mean technically, so you 47, so half your age would be, what is half of 47? Damn, I done got brain locked like let me see, what is that, like 23? So 23 plus 7 is 30. So yeah, give or take. So yeah, you're right there. But yeah, sending love on the way. Y'all have a great day. Shout out to Fancy. Appreciate you, Fancy. You about to go get it? You about to go get it in? Fancy about to get in. Y'all send Fancy some love. Appreciate you, Fancy. I apologize for the live going out earlier. I don't know why it froze on me, Conscious. I was cooking. But yeah, Conscious, I was dealing with a couple things. I was dealing with, you know what I'm saying, it's Kendra G bias and why do so many black men get so upset. And what I want black men to understand, Conscious, is because you speak about this on your channel. We have to take the emotion. If you notice, your Conscious, your delivery is always very monotone, right? You're not ever super loud. A lot of times I have to turn my phone. What did Conscious say? You know what I mean? I'm like, what did Conscious say? She 32, Conscious. She 32. 32, 30. She be 33, something like that. And so she don't have no kids, Conscious, shit like that. So ain't been ran through and stuff like that. I've only been in one long-term relationship. She really good people for real. Because I wouldn't promote her if I didn't. If I thought she was just a hood rat, I'm like, man, I love you, my cousin, but I'm not about to set no black man up the field fucking with you. But like Conscious, one of the things that I really always wanted to speak about is that black men being so emotional. I want black men to stop being. And you said I got to do better. See, this is once again being a man. Shout out to you, myself as well. You know what I'm saying? And like a lot of so many black men are emotional and they're very hurt. They're very hurt, and so they continuously try to attack women, and they're not gonna get the outcome that they're looking for trying to attack women. Shout out to Monica. How is your lady and new relationship going? I'm so very proud of you, Monica. Yeah, Monica, that's dead. Monica, Monica, that physical. Yeah, that physical. She tried to test me, Monica. She, and I said this last time. A census taker once tried to test me. I ate his liver with some fava beans and nice skin tea. I said that. That's my old shtick. But no, it didn't. It didn't. She tried to overstep her bounds, Monica, and I'm not a man who you can do that. Goon, you too funny. Shout out to Conscious. You know, Conscious, I changed that. I took the goon off because I wanted to be a black man who didn't who I said I'm a father now, and I'm a man and a father. I need to stop claiming goon. So I took the goon off. So I just go about awesome now. But yeah, I did. I said I have to stop calling myself goon. I realized that I realized that I cannot truly get to what the Creator has for me if I refer to myself by certain names. So I took that off. Conscious. Just thought you should know that. I didn't realize how hurt man words in the pandemic. Okay, yeah, I was in jail for the pandemic. I missed it all. But conscious, I'll tell you something. Yeah, I think that probably exposed a lot of it because you could hear men online. You know, so you were out here, so I believe you were out here, and so you would know more about that than I. But like hearing guys online do this complaining and crying, and you're trying to get women to, you know, see things your way and trying to get women to be with you and see that's never a good look. Shout out to Monica. Oh no, well, my apologies, King. You are an amazing man. You will find your queen soon enough. Continue to stay focused. Amazing job you're doing. Yeah, Monica, listen, it just was not meant to be. There was a certain thing that happened I like to share with black men because I want black men to know how to move in a certain circumstance. Well, there was, I'll give y'all a little bit of backdrop. My daughter had a birthday July 6th, and she flew in town, cashed out for my daughter, took, you know what I'm saying, and I bought my daughter, because I was going to just take my daughter to the aquarium, get her a cake to smash in, and that was that. Well, she wanted to do something much bigger. She got a room and she wanted to go swimming and so forth and so. But I made it clear how against I was against two-piece bathing suits. Now let me qualify this, Monica. It's similar to going back to me with the steak. I dropped a woman because people laugh. Say you dropped a woman because she wouldn't eat a steak medium rare. No, I dropped her because she didn't listen to me, and after I told her she wouldn't try it my way. So once I see a woman cannot listen, then what I realize is just trying to deal with her past this is going to just be to my detriment, right? Okay. So I told her don't buy my daughter any two piece bathing suits. My daughter's a baby. I don't want my daughter anything two piece. One piece I'm fine with, right? I don't want my daughter anything two piece until she's 16. 15, I'm willing to have a conversation when she's 15. When she turns 16, we can move forward. Okay, it's time. This is me. Nobody has to agree or disagree. This is me. So what I'm telling you is this. So she bought one bathing suit, put it on. Then she had three different bathing suits. We stayed 3 days. She flew in town. Second one, I'm like, didn't I ask you not to do that? And so there was a thing back and forth. She called me ungrateful and so forth. But what I realized is she didn't respect my judgment, right? So I had to be honest about that in that regard. If I tell you don't do something and you do it anyway, what does that say about me if I allow it, right? So I kept that in the back of my mind. Then she had this thing where when I'm walking, talking to her, she continued to walk by me. I'm like, you don't see me talking to you? Like, you see people out here and I'm talking to you. I was telling her to hand me the gizmo or something. She likes to hold gizmo. She liked to hold gizmo. She wanted to. I'm like, well, you acknowledge me. What you don't do is you continue to walk past me when I'm talking. There was that. And then there was another thing where she had this thing where she would hang up. I said, don't never hang up on me. I'm not one of them niggas. So, you know what I'm saying? I didn't call her back. So there and that. Now, she was really great to my daughter. She's a great woman. I don't want to say that, you know what I mean? But I'm a man who requires a certain level of respect, and I'd be goddamn if I'm gonna allow anybody to not, you know what I'm saying? My circumstance, like if you see me differently because I'm not up, like financially, like, you know what I'm saying? That's okay. What you can't do is disrespect. I'm not taking no disrespect, period. Shout out to, Conscious, awesome from now on here. Now, I appreciate you, awesome. Conscious, thank you. Monica, well, there you have it. I do not play about the babies at all. You were very right, King, no matter what anyone says. Thank you, Monica. All right, here's the thing. And I wanna be honest here, Monica. I don't think that she was trying to sexualize my daughter. I just think she thought it was cute and she bought it. However, I told her previously. If I had not told her previously, then I would have not held it against her. However, I told her previously how it was against. I don't like how young girls dress, and so I don't play them games. Let me say this: I'm a real black man. I'm not none of these cornball niggas that's gonna be pushed around by nobody, by nobody. And so when I say that, I don't tuck no tail. So if I ask you not to do something and you do it regardless, what you're saying is it doesn't matter what you said. I'm doing it the way I want to do it. And so therein lies where. And here's the thing. One thing I know about black men need to understand this. If you don't, if you allow a woman to do something and you let her get away with it and it bothered you, whenever you do finally bring it up, the first thing out of her mouth is, "You've been letting me do it. Why you say something now?" As sure as my name is awesome, that's gonna happen. And then she gonna look at you like a cornball. She gonna say, "Oh, you didn't say nothing then, but you're saying something now. Now you look like a guy who who who's weak. Now you look like a guy who wanted some box, and so you didn't want to stand on your square, and now you want to say something." This is why stuff like that is a bad look. It's a bad look, black man. It's a bad look. I finally learned how to turn that off, y'all. See, look, I'm learning this thing, y'all. Can't nobody tell me nothing now. And so that's why I implore black men to be firm. You can be respectful, but firm. You know what I mean? There's a way to do things. You don't have to. Now, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes, we can get a little flip, and we need to, or excuse me, a woman can get flipped, but there's a way, and she should get flipped. She should try to test you. However, you should be willing to stand on something, and that way you won't have all of the issues later on, because she will know how far to take things. It's her job to try to push you. She should try to push you. She should try to see how far her man will allow her to go. That's her job, right? Women are a lot like children in that regard. If they should be, she should try to test you. Your job as a man is to stand on something and then let it be known where the line is. And if she's a habitual line stepper, then she's trouble. This is facts. Monica wrote, "You already stated your stance on the topic. So by there is what it is. This is facts, Monica. This is facts." And so, you know what I mean? And so, Monica, what I need, what I require is a black woman who is empathetic, who's everything that I'm not. She's sweet. She's helpful. She she just she just wants to be in a man's presence, right? And then what can happen is everything that we want is right in front of us, right? Everything that we want. And I've always said this, Monica, and I've always said this, chat conscious. I don't know if you're still in here. Let me say this. You got to make 100,000 because she don't like you. But see, the nigga who she did like didn't have to do all of that, right? But you have to do it because she don't like you. That's why her requirements are so high, because she don't like you. Because when women genuinely like you, they just want to be in your presence. They just want to be around you. They want to hear you. Now, that doesn't mean some woman wants a man who doesn't have anything to offer, doesn't have ambition. But what a woman can do is say, you know what? He may not be where he wants to be right now. However, he does possess the qualities that it takes to get there. All he needs is some inspiration. All he needs to do is for me to show him what. Okay, baby, listen, you might not know, but you're good at this. Let me show you how to get in school here. Let me show you how to get a certification here. Because a lot of black men don't even know what they can. Oh, baby, this is what this is over here. This is how you do this over here. Now he's like, oh, okay. Now when he's beginning, you see he already has the qualities, right? He already was a man. He just didn't have any direction. Now you've given him some. Now you've given him. Now you like he. Now you like his sail. Now you his compass. Now he got something that he can really, you know what I mean, truly build from. Shout out to Constance. Okay, Constance, I'm glad you're still here. Thank you. Shout out to Monica. It does not take away from the fact that the lady was a great individual. However, you have to respect. Yes, no amount of money takes away from having respect for your significant other. Now we talking, Monica. That is the key. That is, and see what I want to say is this: when a woman shows you she does not respect your judgment, then I don't think that there's really much place. There's not really too many ways you can go from there, because I've always said this, Monica. I have a 26-year-old daughter, and she's married with 3 children, all by her child's father because of who? The guy you're looking at. So they were gonna break up. She was in a homeless shelter. She didn't even, you know what I mean? This is before I was still in West Virginia. And I was gonna get her to come down there with me and take care of her and stuff like that. But I said, you know what? She needs to be with her man. She don't need me. She needs to finish what she started. You know what I'm saying? She the one picked him. I didn't vet him. I didn't agree with it. However, it was the man that she picked. So what I decided was, let me give her the game. I said, don't worry about the daughter. You'll be married in a minute. Just listen to daddy. They had no intention to get married. Lo and behold, they were married on 11/11 of last year. One of the things I told my daughter, and I sent her the money to get they went to get the marriage certificate. Shout out to Brooklyn. That's daddy's pumpkin. And I always told my baby, his job is to have a plan. Your job is to try to fuck it up. What do I mean by that? That means if you can fuck up his plan, he wasn't much of a man, no way. So, but once he's shown you that he has a plan that you can, and he cannot be usurped by by you being fickle or phony, or you know what I'm saying, he's not moved by your ways, you follow that man to the gates of hell. That means that if your man say you going to Alaska, you go with your man. You don't usurp. If your job is to be a helpmeet to your man, that is it. And if he's being a man, you go with it. You don't say, well, my daddy want me to stay and this, that, and the third. No. You go with your man. Somebody gave me some heart. They like that. Shout out to that. You go with your man. I'm your daddy. I'll miss you. I'll love you. But you go with your man. You go with your man. That's who I love. Gizmo. Y'all see me raising Gizmo. Y'all know what she mean to me. I think, and truth be told, you don't know what she mean to me. But I think you have an idea. Do y'all think that I want to give my daughter away to a man at 25 years old and don't see her and the children, you know what I mean? This, that, and the third for X amount of time and this, that. I've done my job, y'all. My job is to raise my daughter and give her to a man who has been vetted and who qualifies. It is not my job to keep my daughter to myself. She ain't for me. She for a black man that I have deemed worthy. Here you go, dog. I've done my job. It's not up to me to usurp his authority. He has to have autonomy over his family. And if you niggas don't know that, then you stupid than a motherfucker. And you don't deserve no woman. And should no woman submit to a nigga who don't know his rightful place. Now, if you don't like that, get the blank off my channel. I'm telling you. See, I'm not one of these guys who gonna say what you want to hear. I'm not one of these guys who gonna say the things that's flowery and then try to change my position and you know what I mean and try to hedge bets and man, I ain't hedging shit. That shit too much. That shit too time consuming. I gotta remember what I said over here and I gotta jump from one foot to the other. And I ain't doing that for none of y'all. I'm not doing that for none of y'all. If you don't like what I'm saying, it's your fault. Something is wrong with you. Our problem is in the black community, we don't have structure. You have to have structure to have anything. You cannot have anything if you don't have order. If there is no order, there's no protocol. How the fuck can we have a military? If the if the goddamn generals won't listen to the president, if the colonels won't listen to the generals, if the captains won't listen to the colonels, if the what's next? I'm just going. If the lieutenants won't listen to the captains, if the sergeants won't listen to the lieutenants, if the privates won't listen to the sergeants, how the fuck can you get anything done if you don't have a hierarchy and a structure? If you don't have rules and regulations and a protocol and order, what do you have? You got nothing. And this is why our community is the one that suffers so much, because everybody want to do what everybody want to do and don't give a damn about the next man or what needs. Here's the thing. I love my daughter so much. I love her and I'm willing to let her go. I ain't talked to Brooklyn since January. I told her, baby, focus on your family, baby. Don't focus on daddy. She loved me to death. I'm not Dr. Umar. I'm that cornball ass nigga who try to fleece the black community and get stuff for free and then try to hedge his bets and then a woman coming online and calling you a man, listen, I'm not none of that. And the funny part about I had so much respect for Dr. Umar. But you a liar, man. You a liar. And this woman, not just this woman that exposed you, but you always begging for cash apps and looking for somebody to do something for you. You trying to fleece the black community. You try to use black community, Pan-Africanism. Man, black people got enough problems over here. We got our own issues. You trying to hedge bets, nigga. Fuck out of my face. You trying to hedge bets. You want to pro-black or pro, or what does it say? Pan-Africanism. Africans all over the world. Look here, bro. Africans over here in this particular country have our own. How we gonna help somebody else and we ain't cleaned up our own shit over here? But yet we want to try to help somebody else. Man, get your dumb ass out of my face, man. I don't care about you. Man, well, I don't want to get off topic. My whole point, y'all, is love my daughter, but she has to understand her place in this world. It's not my job to keep my daughter to myself. I said, if you submit to your husband, that's your husband now. You submit to him, that's your job. As long as he's being the man that you supposed to be, that he's supposed to be. And that now, if that changed, then we need to have another conversation. But if he's being the man, he is your leader now. He's your leader. Everything you need to know, he should know. If he needs advice or he needs instruction, I'm here. Or if he's uncertain on the way, but he has to have the ability to make the decisions that he wants to make. Because he may see something leaving. It may be his destiny to move to the North Pole. I may not see his vision. I may think it's the dumbest idea ever. But guess what? He wants his woman by his side. He wants his family with him. And he should have that right to make that decision. And he should have the full support of his woman. Now, if y'all get to the North Pole and you see this nigga ain't got no igloos, no blankets, no, bro. Now you can then question because you've done your job. But as long as he's doing his job, you support your man. And I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Shout out to Monica. Please get a P.O. Box, King. I'd love to send things over time to your press. Oh, that's so sweet. If you do not mind, I believe in our strong black men and respect all you've done and continue doing that. I will do that, Monica. That's very kind. That is very kind. I will do that. I'll work on that when I get some. I've been broke right now. Recently, Monica, my business place I was working at shut down, and I've been looking for another job. I'm going to a job fair tomorrow with the hopes to try to get into this warehouse, and so when I get a little bit extra money, I definitely will do that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you. That's very sweet, and I'm sure she would like anything that you sent. That's definitely very kind of you, sister. We need the upliftment and support of the support of our women. We cannot do this as men without the support of our black women. We cannot. This task is too dire. It's too vast, and we cannot do it alone. You need the support. We're the only race of people that told we don't need one another. Yet while every other race benefits and they need each other. But yes, we continuously tell each other. That's when people tell me you should raise your daughter and be independent. I said, get the fuck out of my face. Some lady in the Uber told me you got to raise your daughter to be independent. Lady, don't tell me shit. You a black woman with 3 kids and no husband. Where did your driving an Uber? Where did your independence get you? Where did your independence get you? And you're overweight. So what did you? So you got 3 kids by 2 men, which is I'm saying this is what I gleaned from that. You know what I'm saying, and one of them called on the phone, and he sounded like his wrist was broken, right? So this notion that I need to raise my daughter to be independent when she needs. Why would I raise my daughter to be independent of the very men that she needs? Her daddy is 44 years older than her. By the time my daughter is 30, I'll be 74, 75 years old. What is my old ass gonna be? I can't pretend. Like, what I'm gonna do? Scream? Like, if I raise my daughter to be independent, but yet she hasn't found out how to get along with me. Yeah, she's beautiful, but she can't get along with anyone but her daddy. What man want to sign up for that? Get out of my face. Once again, we just say stupid things in the community because we say stupid things. Black women have always supported. Overall, to the beginning, yes. It hasn't, not so much over the last maybe 50 years. Things have tapered out. But it's not just the black women. There was a lot of social economic things that happened. We also know that Harry Ansler and them, they criminalized weed, and they started to put black men in prison at a rate that was just through the prison complex. Boom, it just became big business, and they needed people to fill these roles. So black women at that, and then you throw in welfare where black men could have stayed in the homes, and you know what I mean. A lot of times our sisters was like, the system made it so you couldn't do it. Give y'all an example. I didn't have my father's last name till I was 17 years old, but yet my parents were married my whole life. Think about that for a minute. My parents were married my whole life, but so my mother could get benefits from the state and my father could still be in the house, I had to have a different last name. That's right. So we have to get back Almond Joy. We have to get back to our black women letting it be known that they are in support of our black men, that they are not bailing on them. And you know what I'm saying? And they are not with this divesting. Divest from who? White men ain't marrying y'all ass. Fuck is you talking about? Divest from who? Baby, listen, you're not getting nowhere without black men. And black men are getting nowhere without black women. I don't care what you say. You're not getting nowhere without each other. Oh, there go my people there. There go Navas. Navas always cuss me out. 1 minute, say I'm a fraud. Next minute, what I do today? You will get the job, King. I appreciate you. And I need that, Monica. Thank you for your prayers, and I appreciate you. Because I'm going to tell you something. Y'all, I'm not going to let my daughter down. It's a lot of things I'm going to do in life. Letting this little girl down is not one of them. It does not matter to me if I have to crawl through hell itself on my belly. I'm going to make it. This is that your mom and dad welfare fraud. Well, here's the thing, now, boss. I don't know if a lot of times, man, you had to do what you had to do to get by, man. Times were very tight, and then my father, he hurt his back, and his check wasn't, you know what I mean, wasn't bringing in what my dad went to the Army, and then when he got out the service, he had a job working at the VA. Well, he hurt his job on the back. Well, excuse me, hurt his job on the back. He hurt his back on the job. I remember this, and he didn't know enough to know how to go about getting a lawyer. Things were very different back here in the 80s. People weren't just going around. People weren't so happy. You know what I mean? You didn't know what to do. right? So you know what I mean. He ended up taking a check that really wasn't substantial. And my mother had to work, and you know what I'm saying. We had food stamps and welfare. You know what I mean. We got bow off. Shout out to Focus Hope. You know what I mean. If you're from Detroit, you know what I'm talking. What y'all know about them big cans of peanut butter with that thick ass peanut butter with the oil at the top. See, if you don't know nothing about that, you don't know nothing about that. You know what I mean. Shout out to you. They made the best peanut butter cookies ever. You know what I'm saying? Somebody gave me some hearts for that. That thick ass. I'm talking y'all, this peanut butter was so thick you couldn't spread it. Right? But it made the best peanut butter cookies I've ever had in my life. Like my mom used to make them peanut butter. I don't know what they had the best cheese, and you know what I'm saying? They had that grapefruit, that grape juice they used to stain your shirt. So, you know, you did what you had to do, non-biased. But let me tell you, this whole country is fraud. It's fraudulent. This country was built on a bunch of lies. It tells you, you know what I mean? Like, so here's the thing. Everything, it's all fraud. You know, this country is a fraud, a non-biased. This country is, the very country that you live in is a fraud. Bunch of liars, and you know what I'm saying? It says that, you know, it's built off rape, theft, famine, murder, genocide, theft, slavery. That's what the country you live in is built off of. So it's a fraud. It lies and said it's a land of the free and home of the brave, and it's got it has the blind lady with the justice. You know what I mean? What's that? Y'all know what I'm talking about? The wheels of, not the hands of justice, where the lady like to imply that justice is blind. We know this shit is all untrue. We know justice is all about what you look like and how much you can afford. You know what I mean? So what I'm saying, non-biased, is when you talk about frauds, if you really want to talk about, let's deal with that. Like let's talk about that. Let's not be so judgmental in the things that, you know what I mean. We're gonna judge, then let's judge it all. Let's not judge small, you know what I mean, small fraud. You know what I mean? Let's talk about this country and the fraud that it particularly is. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause this country is fraudulent, the very land that you live on. But non-boss always do that to me. Non-boss, my people. So, you know, non-boss give me hell 1 minute. They give me credit 1 minute. Shout out to you, non-boss. And so that's why I say, somebody give me no heart. How do y'all do them hearts? How the hell do y'all do those hearts? I have no idea how y'all do them hearts. Non-boss, let me tell you another thing I figured out. You just getting here. Look what I figured out, non-boss. I figured this out while I was trying to non-boss. I figured this out while I was trying to get the comments. I just figured this out. So yeah, I don't know how I figured this out, non-boss. Don't get me started. I don't know how I figured this out, but I'm glad I did. They should never let me figure this out. So, you know, one of the things that I really want to say, y'all, more than anything, is that we have to begin to show a lot of black men. You have to be more compassionate and understanding that women are shaped differently, and they're supposed to be your emotional counterparts. You are supposed to be cerebral, which means of thought. So why are you getting mad at women for liking what they like? You're mad at women for liking guys who are records. Or this guy called from jail. There's this element of dang. She likes that. It's exciting to her, right? Most women like to be taken on an emotional roller coaster. They like that. They like the ups and the downs, and you know what I'm saying? They want you to go through that with them, right? They want to have that effect on you. If you're a man, you have to understand that and see that for what it is. You cannot be upset about that. You have to understand that's the way it is, and not be emotionally caught up in it. Don't be emotionally caught up in these things, brothers. Don't be emotionally invested in them. Take the lessons for what they are. Learn from them, right? And then move on and move according, my nigga. Stop trying to convince women to be what you want them to be, because that's not the way women are built, right? She gonna like who she like. She wants what she wants. That's it. You be you. You be a man, and you won't have to worry about none of that. Shout out to Archie Bunker, one of the best shows ever. All in the Family. Archie was him. Listen, I ain't changing for nobody. My man, Fred Sanford and Son, I'm me. That's who I am. I'm not changing for nobody. And what happens is you can have the people in your world that will adapt to you. You can begin to shape your own environment, right? But you won't be able to do that if you're complaining so much and you spend too much of your time worrying about the people that don't like you. They don't have to like you. They don't. They don't have to like you. You be a man, you be the best you can be, and you let the other chips fall where they may. Is Kendra G biased? Absolutely. And she's supposed to be. She has an audience that she has a need and an audience, and she has to she got customers that she has to cater to. You cannot be mad at her for doing what she thinks is in her best interest. She's a businesswoman. She got to handle her business. Don't ever be mad at nobody for handling their business. I done kicked with y'all 76 minutes plus the other whatever I did earlier. Peace and love. Y'all have a great day. I'll tap back in. Make sure I hit the like and subscribe. Make sure I hit the like and subscribe. Now, Boss, we're trying to get on my head because I'm going to get you every single time. Y'all take care. Peace. Have a great day. How did I do that? I didn't mean to do that. I'm trying to sign on. How the hell you sign on?